Should you buy the Samsung Galaxy A55 or save some money and get the A35 instead? I mean, they look the same. Whichever you buy, nobody's gonna know. But what do you stand to gain by picking up the more expensive Galaxy A55? Or if you choose the A35, is there anything specific it lacks that is worth the extra funds? I will just go straight to the point here so this video can be brief. The Galaxy A55 is the more premium device on the hands and is a better phone than the A35 in most areas except probably one, which has more to do with the optimization of the Exynos 1480. If you are watching this video for a definite answer which is better, as much as I want you to watch this video to the end, I'll go on to say the A55 is the all-round better device except in gaming. But the A35 comes close in most areas, enough that you might not notice a difference between both in performance. But you're probably watching this video to find out if the Samsung Galaxy A35 has enough for you to not bother about spending extra on the more premium Galaxy A55. So let's get into the details. If you want more detailed reviews on either of these devices, I already have those videos and will link them in the description and in the cards. This video will mostly focus on areas where they compare. Also, I have my affiliate links in the description should you decide to pick up any one of these. For pricing, the Galaxy A55 comes about $100 more expensive than the A35. Here in Nigeria, that is about $127k difference. This is for their base versions, both with 128GB of storage. The A55 has 8GB of RAM for its base model, while the A35 gets 6GB. You can get the 8GB version of the A35 with 256GB of storage still for less than the cost of the A55. Neither phone comes with a charging brick. Design-wise, they look the same, they have almost the same dimensions, also the same display specifications. Here we have some differences in the build quality. Metal frame for the Galaxy A55, which makes it feel more premium, and you can tell as soon as you hold it. They both have the same Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection on their display, but on the rear, we have the stronger Gorilla Glass on the Galaxy A55. The spec sheet just says glass for the A35, so it's probably not Gorilla Glass nor is it as tough as what we have on the A55. But you'll probably still use a case regardless of which one you get. They both come in the same color options, but the A55 gets one extra color, that is the lemon. As previously mentioned, both phones have the exact same display specifications, so same resolution, same great Super AMOLED display quality, same bezel size, same high refresh rate display. The optical fingerprint scanner on both works fine, but the one on the A55 is the more responsive. As for software, they both have the same One UI 6.1 and Android 14, the same 4 years of OS upgrades, the same software with most of the interesting features of One UI except Dex and Galaxy AI, which is reserved for the flagships. I've not noticed any One UI features on the A55 that is absent from the A35. Although on the camera software, you will find that the Galaxy A55 can use dual video mode, so it can record videos from the selfie and the rear camera at the same time. The A35 does not have that feature. Also, you can record videos with the A55's ultra-wide camera. They both have that One UI lag with animations and sometimes slow response when launching and closing applications. For the most part, it is more fluid with the Samsung Galaxy A55, but on some occasions the A35 proves more responsive. Where you have some differences, whether major or minor, is in the user experience they offer. It might interest you to know that while they both support dual nano SIM cards in a hybrid SIM slot, only the Samsung Galaxy A55 supports eSIM. So you can choose to use an SD card and still use your second number as an eSIM, but you can't have that with the A35. The Galaxy A55 is powered by Samsung's latest 4nm mid-range chipset, that is the Exynos 1480, which is an upgrade from the 1380 you can find on the Samsung A35. It is more efficient, it has higher benchmark scores, and it's also expected to have better performance. They both perform great for mid-range phones and are capable of handling anything you throw at them. Well, mostly. But from my experience, the Galaxy A35 has slightly better heat management. The A55 gets noticeably hot when doing intensive tasks, especially with gaming. Both these devices are okay for gaming, although not the best for gaming at their price points, but they do just fine. At the moment, the A35 is the more reliable gaming device. It has optimization for more games than you get with the higher Galaxy A55. Call of Duty titles do not run great on the A55. You only get low graphics with Call of Duty Mobile compared to max graphics you get on the A35, also with higher frame rate performance. With Warzone Mobile, while the A35 is not able to reach high graphics settings, it is still able to play consistently without overheating, lagging, or crashing. Sadly, I can't say the same for the Samsung Galaxy A55. While it installs the game fine, you can barely make it past the first few seconds entering a battle. In summary, it is unplayable even when you select the least available graphics option. Now, gaming on the A55 should definitely get better with time when both the Exynos 1480 and Warzone Mobile have seen better optimization, but this is where we are right now. The Samsung Galaxy A35 is better optimized for gaming than the A55. You should however note that this does not mean the A55 is terrible with all high graphics titles. It does great with other games like PUBG Mobile without issues. You will get good battery life regardless of which you choose between these two devices. They both support no more than 25 watts fast charging and have the same battery capacity of 5000 mAh. I experienced no battery drain issues using either device. I'd say they are both well optimized for battery life. Now onto their cameras. This is probably the one area that might be the deciding factor for which device you decide to go with. They both have a 50 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization, also the same 5 megapixel macro camera. The A55 has the higher 12 megapixel ultra wide camera compared to 8 megapixels on the A35. The selfie camera on the A55 is also higher at 32 megapixels to the 13 on the A35. But how do they compare side by side? They both take great photos, and if not placed side by side, you probably won't feel any of them lacking. They process images with slight difference in tones. The photos from the A55 appear sharper if you pay attention to the details, especially with selfies. In certain lighting conditions, say indoors, the skin tone on the A55 is better. They are both able to shoot videos at 4K 30fps from their rear and selfie cameras. For some reason, you can't shoot videos with the ultra wide camera of the Galaxy A35, but you can do that on the A55 and in 4K. Okay, so you are looking at video from the selfie camera of the Galaxy A35 and A55, both currently shooting 4K 30fps. It's a bit noisy, not very noisy though, but yeah, it's windy, so which mic is speaking my voice better? The A55 looks to have a better background blur than the A35. That could be as a result of the A55 having a higher 32 megapixel selfie camera compared to the 13 megapixel selfie camera on the A35. So which has better video quality, which has better processing, which has better microphone quality, both shooting 4K 30fps, and both footage looks stable, but I think the A55 has better stabilization. What do you think? I'm just judging from the viewfinder. When you look at all the essential features a mid-range phone should have, they are mostly present on both phones. If you are getting the A55, it is for the extra things it does well, and that premium feels seeing that it's the top of the line A-series device. If it is a question of which you should go for between both regardless of the cost, it is definitely the A55, as long as your favorite game is not one of the Call of Duty titles. But you'll also be just fine with the A35 if you want to save some funds. So, which would you choose between the Samsung Galaxy A35 and A55? Next, I'll be comparing the A55 to the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus and the A35 to the Galaxy A54. Let me know which you'd like to see first. You can also check out my extensive review on the A35 or the A55 with the links you can see on your screen right now. Peace out.